Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I'm finally back with another build video. This time we're going to do a little crossover. If you haven't seen, I have a Papa's Bakeria series going on my channel. If you haven't checked it out, you probably should pee. Anyways, today we're going to recreate the shop in my Minecraft city world. Before we begin though, I've been working really hard to make these videos for you guys, so I'm sorry if I've been missing uploads or uploading really late. I'm trying my best and I promise there's more videos on the way. Thank you for your understanding. Now let's get into the video. Okay, so as you can see I have two squares laid out. We're only going to use one today. I just needed to put the other one to understand the space better. Alright, so I'm going to start out with the front. I think I'll have this glass entryway sort of like in the game. And let's use white concrete to make it feel brighter. Nice! Now let's add some windows to the front before we add the other walls. For this build I'm planning on having the shop on the bottom floor and an upstairs apartment for our boy Tim. I think I'm going to raise the door one higher actually. Okay, great, now let's actually add windows like I said I was going to. I think two big front windows will be good and I think accurate to the game if I'm not mistaken. We'll add another one on this side, and then add the other walls. Alright, now to add the other walls, so it's not just a doorway lol. Okay, first floor is looking good. I'm quickly going to plan out the first floor rooms and stuff, and then we can continue building. So here's what I've gone with. I'm going to have the restaurant part be this big area I'm standing in, and these three will be the kitchen and stuff. I'm going to try and keep it like the game with an area for taking orders, building or cooking, and toppings. But first we've got to add the floors. I ended up adding another room in the back for the stairs to Tim's apartment. Oops, haha. I'm going to add this checkered pattern for the cooking area. I feel like it makes it feel more like a restaurant than just someone's kitchen. I should probably change the time before we can't even see what we're doing. Perfect. Now that we've got some nice floors, let's work on the walls and the ordering counter. I'll cover up the two kitchen areas and have the counter on the end. I was going to have a door here for the workers to get in, but I think I'll just make a door in the back instead. Time to add some more walls, just what everyone wants to see. Now that the first floor walls are all set, let's start working on building the upstairs apartment for Tim. In order to better separate the top floor and the bottom floor, I'm going to add one of those window cover things. I forget what they're called, but you'll see in a second. I'm using red and white because I feel like those are the two main colors in Papa's Bakeria. I thought gray would work to break up the white, but it's too dark for this build. Okay, take 2. I'm using quartz instead of concrete, and I think it keeps it from looking too much of the same thing. I was going to do alternating colors, but I think I prefer stripes instead. Okay, cool. Now let's put the ceiling in so we can add the next floor. Guys, I was so indecisive with that cover that it is nighttime now. I cut it out cause I literally ended up with the first one, the one I showed you guys. Let's just add some walls and forget that ever happened lol. Alright, so I added a few layers so we can put in the ceiling here and then do Tim's apartment. Great, now I'll add the floors off camera and we can set up his apartment layout. So, I've added the floors and made a general layout for the rooms. Let's just build up these walls and windows, and then we can decorate. While I have you here, it would be really nice if you could hit that like and subscribe. I really like making videos and would love to see this channel grow into something amazing. We recently hit 5 subscribers, which is so cool. I'd love to see what we can accomplish, so why not join the fun? Looking good. I'll finish it up real quick and then we can decorate. So I finished the apartment walls and ceilings, so now we can decorate. Okay, so in the game you can sort of unlock a dining section so your customers can eat in the restaurant. It doesn't really show where it is, so we'll put it over here. Oops, I've messed up the spacing. There we go. Now let's add some tables to make them booths. I'm not sure how I feel about this color. Maybe a checkered pattern. Yeah, I think that's the way to go. There we go. Now let's add separators and some decoration to spice it up a bit. Okay, we are going to be experimenting for a bit, so sit back, relax and prepare to watch me go crazy for a few minutes while I figure this out. I would just like to point out that again I will destroy these paintings only to put them back up later. What an amazing builder I am. Let's move on for a minute to work on this counter space and waiting area. Let's grab some stairs and make a waiting area over here. And of course, we have to have plants. Oh! Let's add a carpet at the entrance. Let's actually make it smaller, that way we can fit more tables. There, now it's table time. I'm just going to add this carpet, and then we can work on the other rooms. Okay, I did add a few more decorations to the restaurant, but nothing too crazy. Since this area is small, I'm just going to add a shelf and some baskets. That looks good to me. Let's get working on the kitchen now. We'll add one more layer of ovens, cause why not? I'm going to combine the cooking and building area in this room, so let's have a build station along this wall. You know, it is a little weird, but I kind of like it, so let's just move on to the topping station. I'll start out with these counters, which we can add stuff onto later. Before we do that though, I wanted to add bookshelves up here to hold all the special recipes you can collect in the game. Let's add some light and some toppings and maybe some paintings to finish up this room. That looks pretty good. Now for Tim's apartment. Let's start out with his kitchen. I don't want to go too crazy since it's a small space. Looking good. I would add a shelf above, but it makes the room too dark, so we'll add a pantry into the wall over here. This was again one of those moments I spent way too long on something very meaningless, so I am so sorry. I think I like it. Now let's move on before I change my mind again, lol. Okay, I did forget to do the entryway, so let's fix that up real quick. I've added a carpet for shoes, but I think we should also add something else. A mirror maybe? That's better. Now onto the living room. Tim's living area is actually pretty big, so I'm going to separate it into a living room and dining room section. Alright, I hope you enjoyed my 40 seconds of indecisiveness. Now onto the dining area. Tim's going to be able to have so many friends over with this table lol. Now of course we can't move on without adding plants. Okay, time for Tim's bathroom. I am a little worried I made it too small, but let's see what we can do. I want to have this shower, a toilet and a nice sink with a mirror in here. I think that's the best place to put the toilet, so there's room to move in here. Now for the sink. Perfect. Okay, so I added a shower curtain and a few window decorations off camera, so now we can work on Tim's bedroom. Okay, I have a plan for the bed a little bit, but I'm not sure how it's going to work out. I'm going to start with the normal bed shape, but I want to try and use the terracotta as carpet. So I tried it and I wasn't the biggest fan since it took up too much space, so let's just decorate the rest of the room. Since we have the space, let's add a closet. After a long struggle with the armor stands, I finally got the closet working how I wanted. I'm going to add a few final details around the build, and then we can take a tour. Okay, all finished. Let's take a tour of the Minecraft Papa's Bakeria. Well, that's it for this build. I hope you all enjoyed watching, and if you did, make sure to hit that like and subscribe. And don't forget to comment your suggestions for future builds or even other games. That's all for now though, so until next time, goodbye.